Hi there. Today we're going to talk about chord voicings on the guitar, standard tuning. That means the regular old E, A, D, G, E that you can play with standard chord positions on that we're familiar with. And I'm going to help you develop your melodic understanding by just making sure we understand why chords are chords. We call them triads. And this is a little bit more advanced. That means three members of the chord. So the C chord, C, E, G. That note at the same time, which you can play on the other string as well. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 is the octave above. So, and then if you play the top note 2, that's the third. That's another C, E, and here would be your next G. And that voicing is on this chord. If you play the A chord position barred up to the 3rd fret for C, on just the top 3 strings. Now watch this. E is a member of the chord of C. C, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we call the root is the name of the chord. The third is, if you start as 1 as the root, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's root, 3rd, 5th is your triad spelling. We call it a spelling. That E is also a member of that, and your low E is the 3rd of the chord. So you could play this chord with that low is which, and the G. Boy, here's a nice little trick. C, G, and it would go down to a C, which would be way up here if the E string were to go that far. You might see string basses do that, the classical players. Go down to a D or a C above. So, simple C. Now let's look at the D chord. It's a different, well, here's another trick we didn't really talk about. If you use that C chord here and shift it back 1 fret as if you were barring where the nut is, and use these 3 fingers and move it up to the 2nd fret where the small finger is on the 5th fret, that's your D. Now you're used to playing this one, you're just playing the top of it. Very helpful for later if you want to start doing melodies. So here, but the D is, if you just play the top 4 strings, D, G, so that goes up to a 5th. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 3, 5. You do it from the 5th, 3rd, there, and this spelling, it skips it. It goes root 5th. What happens next? The octave. If you play the E, low E, and the high E together, they're the same note, 1 octave apart. On another video, I'm going to show the physics how that works. There's another one up here. It's just D. And then 1, 2, 3. So it's root 5th, root 3rd. You can play the A below that for it's a type of inversion. I'll get into that in another topic in depth. At F sharp, you can grab your thumb, and that's the equivalent of playing C with that low E. It's a member of the chord, but the easy peasy way is to make the root the bottom. It's just a simple starting place. A, E, A, C sharp, E. Root, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So it's root, 5th, octave. Now that's 1, why this one and the E one are so prevalent in a lot of rock stuff to get that. Just root fifth octave, no third at all, no major, no minor, and it's very flexible, and you've heard it all over the place, and that's why it works. So that's root, fifth, root, third, fifth. And in A's case, the E fits, but it doesn't fit everywhere you go. If you were to play a B, B is sort of not the right note for that one. Let's look at the E position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So it's root, fifth, root, third, fifth, third, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Root, fifth, root. A lot like the A1. They're exactly the same, one string apart, 1/4 apart. That's how those things work. So that's why those chords are those chords. So each voicing has a different function. The root is if you're ending a song, you want to give it a more uplifting feel, you can end it on the third. Let's try it on D. The F sharp is the fifth, or the third down there, below there. There's the root, third, fifth. The fifth is the root and the fifth are very stable. The third is tonality. If we were playing the minor chord, there's your major D. This went to minor. You get a minor kind of melody. You get Santana. Sorry about the first one. And then your E and the functions, and that's the spellings. And so when you're going up here, the other thing is, let's say we're playing an A, we get a little more A's. Root, fifth, octave, third is the same as the E. And so if you're making your melody, you want to think, hey, guitar player, play solo. And well, you can just play fifth octave, fifth third, fifth third one. And then it goes in the D chord. So you say it goes to an E later. Some thoughts on the chord voicings. The minor 7, this is a C minor 7 I selected. Root 5th, 7, flat 7. Oh, that's the thing. The triads are the root 3rd, 5th. When you start adding 7ths, you're just going 1/3 higher than the 5th. 5, 6, 7. And it's generally the flat 7, the one that's a whole step away from the octave above. So root 5th, 7th, 3rd, 5th. And a jazzier voicing of this same chord is root 7th, 3rd, 5th. So you just leave out this 5th, and it's a little harsher voicing, where you can take the top note off. Melody would just kind of follow those chord tones. Playing what's called an arpeggio over the C minor in that case. Another C minor from the E position. There's your C, C minor. F minor to the C. Let's imagine there's a G7. I hope that gave you some insight. It might take a few times through. Learning where the power tones are for your melodic entry is important to know what the chord tones are doing instead of just grabbing them and hoping. And it takes some reflection and some study. You can go through this over and over and watch that bad note a few times. And we'll just try and get some more entries going. I'm going to show some more of the jazzy styles and techniques for beginners playing in high school and college jazz bands. Hope this is helpful to educators everywhere, and had a ball going all over the country. If you have to go overseas a little bit and play, and I'm hoping this will really open some windows, some doors, and some avenues for development for you. Okay? Thanks. I'm Bob McKenna, short and sweet, and if you like it, you can give us a subscription and a like, and maybe we can keep these coming. All the best. Take care.